All right, ankle sprains. So the most common ankle sprain is called a inversion sprain. And an inversion sprain looks like this. So when our ankle kind of moves inward like this. So oftentimes it's when we come down from a jump or we land like this. Maybe we land on somebody else's foot and our foot kind of bends downward and then over like that. And that's going to tear the most commonly torn ligament then at your ankle. It's called your ATFL, or anterior talofibular ligament, ATFL. It's right on the front here. So there's three major ligaments on the outside: ATFL, your CFL, or your calcaneofibular. It's right on the side here. That's often if your ankle just kind of rolls straight towards the side here, like that, as opposed to more inversion. It just kind of rolls like that. And then you have your posterior talofibular ligament. So you can be pretty specific when you palpate those. And then also on the inside, you have your, which is the least common ligament to tear at your ankle. It's on the inside. It's called your deltoid ligament. Usually when you injure these guys, your foot would have to go the opposite way. And that's common when you have a high ankle sprain as well. So a high ankle sprain is just, you have your long bone here, your tibia, which is the larger of the bone, and then you have your fibula on the outside, and there's a membrane between those bones, and there's a square bone at the bottom. What happens is if your ankle rolls like this to kind of stretch out the inside portion of your foot, that square bone often rotates a little bit and it spreads apart the tibia and the fibula, tearing the membrane in between them. That's oftentimes what's termed a high ankle sprain. So those high ankle sprains are often associated with tears of the deltoid. What I do want to say is if you sprain an ankle and you cannot put weight on it, so you're on the field or on the court or whatever, you sprain your ankle, you can't put weight on it, and you have point tenderness on the lateral malleolus here, the bone, so the knob on the outside of your ankle, the base of your fifth metatarsal, or your fifth toe here, so right at the pretty much the middle portion of your foot here. So either at the base of the bulb here, the outside of the toe, right in the middle of your foot, the base of the inside of the bulb, so the base of the inside of the medial malleolus, or the bone that's right in front of that one called your navicular. It's kind of the bone right in your arch there. If you have tenderness there, you should, and you can't put weight on it, you should definitely go to a emergency department or wherever you can get x-rays of your ankle. There's a good chance you have a fracture there. Those are from your Ottawa ankle rules. So like Ottawa, Canada, Ottawa ankle rules. Again, if you hurt your ankle and you can't put weight on it immediately or within the first hour, I believe it is, and you have point tenderness on one of those 4 spots or more than one of those, go get an x-ray because there's a good chance that there's a fracture. Ankle sprains, the rehab for those, depends how severe it is, depends how much you stretch the ligament or if it tears. There's grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Grade 1 is a mild stretching of the fibers. Grade 2 is a partial tear, so half of it is gone or so. Grade 3 is it's completely torn. So it depends. It really does depend on how long. If it's grade 3, you might need surgery to reconstruct that. But in general, ankle sprains have a 99% chance of recurring in the first year. Unless you get proper rehab and wear a lace-up ankle brace. So you can go on Amazon. I'll see if I can post a link below the video here of a lace-up ankle brace that I like. It's a lace-up one. It's just one that laces up. That's been shown to cut ankle sprain reoccurrence in half. But you have to wear that for up to 1 year after you sprain your ankle. You don't need to wear it when you're walking around or anything like that, unless you sprained your ankle when you were just walking around, or if you know that you have instability or weakness of your ankles to begin with. But only wear it with kind of athletic sports and those kinds of activities or so. Okay, so that's just a little bit about ankle sprains, and I hope you learned a little bit.